some people might wonder, well, why do I have to worry about marriage preparation right now? I'm just dating. I mean, what would you say to those people?
Dating, engagement is a time to get to know each other. It's not the final commitment. Okay? The final commitment is when the cards are printed, when the invitations are sent, when then
Right.
it's more difficult to get, But we have to know each other. So this is a time of engagement. We have, I wouldn't say a lot, but we have couples who are in a discernment process, and they take the class because they want to get to know each other at a deeper level. And it's very hard for couples, let's say they are both working, they have very little time, and when they decide to do something together, they want to have fun. They don't want to have the deep discussions and say, okay, Ryan, I believe now it's time that we talk about our spiritual life. But when they have guidelines, and they have to do it, so they will get to know each other a lot better, in a different way, a lot deeper, and that takes a specific step.
Right.
In fact, we should have, maybe it's the same program and not called marriage prep. We could say, dating time prep.
Well, that's really the time you want to get to. You don't want to be so focused on dating and having a good time, and then you get engaged and you start worrying about the wedding, and then it's the next day after you've been married. That's when you start really finding out about each other. You want to start that early, and it keeps you on the road, I guess, to where you're actually headed, which is that vocation.
Yeah, it's a vocation, and you have to answer to that vocation, and you have to be careful. Because feelings are great, everything starts with feeling, and we love it, of course, but it has to go a little deeper for the lifetime commitment.
Right.
When you get, is it for life? Yes.
Feelings are rarely a good
not,
indicator. They can
you
fool
go and, I haven't, we can go on date next week again on Monday. Monday is a good night. Well, no. I mean, when you're in, it's final. There's no going back, and so it's better to know each other, better. Right. And of course, the physical aspect, the feelings, and everything. This is good, but we don't last. I'm glad my wife didn't, marry me for my hair, for example. Right.
What sort of advice can you give to singles? I mean, dating couples, preparing for marriage, that makes sense. But what about single people who are they're looking, they're not dating? What can they do to better prepare themselves for marriage?
Well, the first thing is a prayer. We have to ask the Lord and tell the Lord, hey, this is my heart. I want to find the right person. Okay? Leave it in the hands of the Lord. And meet with other people on and on and on and on, and change crowd if it's right crowd. If this crowd is not the right crowd, change crowd. Go to something different. Oh, I'm with this young adult, group. I've been with them for 5 years, and I don't find my soulmate. Well, go do some swing dancing.
Sure.
Go to do some
change of scenery in a way.
Capoeira.
Capoeira.
Change.
The Brazilian martial art, is that what that is? That might be a good skill to have when you're married.
But of course, I understand also people can be focused on they want to get married. And it's just natural. It's normal.
Sure.
Okay? But mingle with also married couples. Not only married couples with young children, but married couples who have single friends.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
That never seems to work. I keep trying that.
It doesn't work. Okay, so did you try capoeira?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I tried military style fitness for a while, but it was all ladies.
All ladies. Yeah, that doesn't help too
No,
much.
it doesn't. I dropped out of that.
Yep.
Change of scenery.
Yeah. So that, it's easy to give advice. Very easy. But when you have to live in the shoes of the single people, well, we are we should stay humble because
Sure.
it's very difficult.
Married people, I think, can give. They're unique in that they've been on both sides and they've been down that whole road. So, I think if they could just be more sensitive and look
Yes.
back and remember where
Sensitive,
you
yeah.
were. It's too easy to speak from where you are sometimes.
Yeah, and give advice. Give
Sure.
advice. It's always easy because you have no consequences of the advice.
Usually not, unless I try to give it to my wife, and then she's always got something.
Then you get the consequences.
I get the consequence. There's
For sure.
consequences.
They are pretty fast normally.
They're
Yeah.
very fast and furious. Those consequences.
Yeah, I met your wife.
Maybe, Eric, you should get the shirt that Christian is wearing that says, I love my wife.
That would probably set me for. I would probably be good for a few months
Yes.
of giving
Yes,
advice
yes,
if I
yes.
just would do it while I was wearing that
Yeah,
shirt.
and I just told her, it takes guts for a man to wear a shirt like this. So if you wear it,
Oh, sure.
she will know my husband, he guts.
She knows I've got guts. I'll carry her purse for her. She's seen me do that, so she knows. I'll go out with the shark.
Yeah.